There's news, there's sense, and there's nuisance. This show is all about that last bit. At the time of recording this show, India has recorded the highest number of COVID deaths. I know I say this at the beginning of every episode, so you can just imagine how bad things are. The week started with some horrific visuals coming in from Buxar in Bihar.
Shocking visuals we've got for you from Buxar in Bihar. Locals say that over 150 bodies have been thrown on the banks of River Ganga.
Times Now had a reporter on ground.
These bodies were recovered on the banks of River Ganga. Now, since the place is just close to the border of Uttar Pradesh, on the other side of the river is the state of Uttar Pradesh. So it's being suspected that these bodies could have come floating from some other place, because even the villagers are surprised as to how come so many dead bodies have been seen at that place floating there.
Everyone on Monday was talking about this story. The ghastly visuals made news in India and around the world. People were talking about what this said about the COVID situation in UP and Bihar. Are we even realizing the gravity of what's hitting us? Times Now had a reporter on ground giving us important details. So we thought, naturally, on Times Now's prime time, RSS would pick this story up.
I want to tell you, viewers, that things are not looking as bad as they were just a few days ago.
Really, RSS? Do you even watch your own channel? On the day when your reporter's talking about scores of floating dead bodies in a river, you're telling us that, viewers, things are not looking so bad? I think we should just listen to RSS and not watch him.
I know it's very hard to relate to this comment when most of us are still coming to terms with our losses, and also, of course, viewers, seeing others around us falling to COVID. And let me tell you that isn't a minuscule number. The deaths also have been at a shockingly high rate. But nonetheless, viewers, we are making small incremental strides towards at least perhaps reaching some sort of a peak.
Forget watching your own channel, RSS. Do you even listen to the words coming out of your own mouth? Making small incremental strides towards reaching some sort of a peak. This is like telling a patient on a ventilator that these small gasps of breath you're taking is an incremental step towards death. Abhi bhi nahi samajh aaya, RSS? Basically, if you're losing 4,000 people a day, a peak would mean losing many more people. It's really not something to aspire for. Now, this whole show was about the Supreme Court appointed task force of medical experts who met for the first time on Sunday. They met and gave suggestions to help India fight the oxygen crisis. Remember, we are in this crisis because the government of India didn't do enough when they had the time to ramp up oxygen production. For more details on this, check out this episode. Back to RSS and team. They took a routine story of task force having its first meeting to say that sources are saying that the task force is lauding the centre and Modi government. Task force says centre great, states bad. What we're going to show now is a workshop for public relations students and PR managers on how to spin a story.
Megha, you've been able to speak to your sources, and they've told you that the task force that has been set up on Supreme Court orders, and of course also on the advice and the recommendation of the centre, seems to have given some breathing room to the centre.
Does he even realize the irony of saying centre has been given a breathing room? The entire country today needs a breathing room. This week, 26 COVID-19 patients died at the Goa Medical College and Hospital because of the oxygen crisis the country is facing.
Of course, it's too premature to say that they have completely suggested that the centre is absolved of all guilt, etc. We're not going there.
Why aren't you going there, RSS? Just 5 seconds before, you said centre has been lauded for its humongous work. So you will go there when you want to praise your leader, but criticism, nah. We won't go there. Scrutiny and seeking accountability, we will never go there. Now listen to his sidekick.
The task force has, of course, appreciated this huge effort that the centre has put in. The other point that the task force has talked about, Rahul, is the optimal utilization of oxygen. What they are pointing out is that there are many states who have failed to properly utilize the oxygen that has been given to them.
Devi ji, recommending judicious use is very different from saying the states are failing. Judicious use means suggestions like switching off oxygen when patients are taking their meals, helping the patient as much as possible through means like proning, catering to the patients who need the oxygen the most. How did you jump from recommendations on judicious use to the states failing?
So what is happening to the oxygen? It is being given to hospitals where it is not required, and it is perhaps not reaching hospitals where it is required.
Please tell me, which hospital in the country today doesn't require oxygen? And which hospital received oxygen that it did not require? Do you have any examples? Are any of these deaths happening because the hospitals don't need oxygen but somehow they got it? The very point of setting up this Supreme Court appointed task force is that the government of India could not manage the situation. The task force is here because many people need oxygen and we don't have enough of it. Again, doctors on the panel are recommending best use. That doesn't mean they're saying states or hospitals are wasting oxygen. Times now goes on and on and on.
That the task force has appreciated, at least on the face of it, the humongous effort that has been put in by the center.
They have appreciated, like you very rightly said, the humongous effort that the center has put in.
In some ways, Dr. Harshvardhan, the Union Health Minister, would find himself slightly vindicated.
So what's happening to that oxygen, Rahul? The center is doing all that they could. So center is doing all that they could.
What is happening to the oxygen? What is happening to all that oxygen? So much of it is just floating around. Basically, the whole program revolves around the theory that there was no shortage of oxygen. Center did everything right. The states are not cooperating. And these silly hospitals, look at them wasting oxygen. Just read the ticker on the show.
#O2 Crisis Truth. National Task Force appreciates efforts. Center gets a breather on O2 chokehold. Under attack, center breathes easy. O2 Task Force offers face saver.
Does this give the government a little bit of breathing room in addressing what was turning out to be really a disastrous dent to the image and credibility of the government?
Why is RSS so desperate to give the center a breather? Is that the main priority right now? Should that be the main priority of a news channel? The most important thing to note is that this task force has not issued any press statement. They have not spoken to the media at all on record. लेकिन according to Times Now के sources, task force ने मोदी की जम के तारीफ करी और states की जम की धुलाई करी. Fun fact, even the Press Trust of India had a similar story on Sunday, one day before Times Now broke the news.
All members of the National Task Force commended the significant amount of work done by various ministries and departments of Government of India in augmenting the oxygen production capacities as well as in ensuring its efficient distribution, sources said.
अच्छा, और क्या कहा sources ने?
Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan and Union Secretary Giridhar Aramne were also present in the meeting, sources said.
Could it be possible that the sources from the Government of India present in the task force meeting are the same as the sources that are praising the Modi Sarkar? Just a thought. Now viewers, we don't need the oxygen of Sarkari ads because you are our support. Because we run by paid subscriptions by thousands of concerned citizens who value news as a public service. If you don't already subscribe to us, log on to newslaundry.com, click on the subscribe button on the top right and pay to keep news free. दिन रात गोदी मीडिया को दुहाई देने से हालात नहीं बदलेंगे. You have to step up. Meanwhile, नविका ने थोड़ी बहुत शर्म दिखाई. 2 मिनट के लिए ही सही.
Before I sign off, I just want to put out this report that we've got from our reporters. This is Buxar in Bihar. Over 150 bodies were found floating in the river Ganga. The bodies have washed downstreams, becoming fodder for stray dogs.
After doing the same thing as RSS, source-based praise for Modi and blaming China for a bio-warfare, बिल्ली असली न्यूज़ दिखाने चली.
These are not bodies. These are Indian citizens, our brothers, our sisters, somebody's father, somebody's mother, somebody's child, somebody's family member. This is the way people are dying, and this is the way bodies are being disposed of, creating another problem of a health crisis. But number one, this is the way India is losing its citizens.
We know, Navika. Instead of giving us your faltu emotional spiel, why don't you actually focus on doing what your reporters are doing better? Giving the news, not excuses for the Modi government.
On Wednesday, RSS held a 7-minute show on floating dead bodies along the Ganga, and Navika Kumar held a 13-minute show on the same issue. By then, bodies had been discovered at 3 different locations. Both wondered who should be held responsible. Too little, too late.
Our netas have become so callous, so thick-skinned, and I'm not talking about one party, two parties, I'm talking about all political parties.
Of course, the issue here is all political parties.
It's up to you now to ask the questions. I've set the ball rolling. The Janta wants a jawab. Janta mange jawab.
Of course, जनता मांगे जवाब, क्योंकि टाइम्स नाउ के एंकर्स कभी नहीं पूछेंगे सवाल.
At some point, we need to really find where our conscience is, our collective conscience.
Well said, Navika. We also need to find where our spine is along with our conscience.
Back to the issue of floating dead bodies in the Ganga. Ravish Kumar had some very disturbing details to share.
आज के भारत में आंकड़े शमशान में मिलते हैं, सरकार के पास नहीं मिलते हैं. क्या पता कोई आर्थिक तंगी की वजह से अंतिम संस्कार न कर सका हो. बिहार सरकार ने कहा है कि 71 लाशों का अंतिम संस्कार कर दिया गया है. यूपी सरकार को सतर्क रहना चाहिए. यह भी मुमकिन है कि इतनी मौतें हो गई हों कि जलाने की जगह और सामग्री कम पड़ गई हो और लोगों ने लाशों को बहा दिया. यूपी की सीमा से सटे बिहार के सारण जिले के मांझी प्रखंड में दोनों राज्यों को जोड़ने वाला एक पुल है जिसका नाम है जयप्रभा सेतु. यहां देखा जा रहा है कि लोग कोविड संक्रमित शवों को नदी में फेंक दे रहे हैं. आए दिन एम्बुलेंस से यहां शवों को लाया जाता है और फेंक दिया जाता है. स्थानीय लोगों ने कहा कि दोनों राज्यों की तरफ से लोग ऐसा कर रहे हैं. पुल के नीचे लाशों को फेंक कर भाग जाते हैं.
There are many stories of COVID-19 that we aren't hearing from rural and small town India across states. Our focus is on Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, but close to 90% of India has high positivity rate. The coming days are going to be very, very hard, and TV news anchors will be working even harder to stop you from questioning those responsible for this mess. आपका ध्यान भटकाने के लिए भारत सरकार की सेवा में नंबर 1 न्यूज चैनल रिपब्लिक भारत हाजिर हो.
ये बीमारी नहीं, महामारी नहीं, महायुद्ध है.
युद्ध चल रहा है.
क्या इस कोरोना वायरस के चलते, जिसके चलते इतनी मौत हो गई, ये एक लैब में बना था, तो आपको कैसा लगेगा?
लगना क्या है, हमको बस इतना पता चल गया है कि आपकी और सरकार की इतनी बुरी हालत हो गई है कि आप 1 साल पुरानी कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरीज को ताजा न्यूज बना के बेच रहे हैं.
बड़ी खबर मैं आपको ये बता रही हूँ कि चीन में लैब में ये कोरोना वायरस बना. ये पहली बार एक चीनी वैज्ञानिक ने टीवी पर कबूला है.
पहली बार?
चीन के वैज्ञानिक ने यह माना है कि कोरोना वायरस चीन ने तैयार किया, जैविक हथियार के रूप में तैयार किया. यह बड़ी खबर है और इसीलिए आज महाभारत इसी पर कर रही हूँ कि यह महामारी नहीं, महायुद्ध है.
ये चीनी वैज्ञानिक कौन है वो हम बाद में बात करते हैं. पहले रिपब्लिक भारत के लैब असिस्टेंट्स पे थोड़ी टिप्पणी हो जाए. गौरव आर्या हाजिर हो.
ये बायो वॉरफेयर ही है, क्योंकि ये नॉर्मल, देखिए मैंने कल भी बताया था आपकी शो में सुचारता, आज मैं फिर बता रहा हूँ. आप देखिए ना, ये इंडिया में अटारी है, अटारी में लंग प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही हैं, वागा में नहीं हो रही जो 100-200 मीटर दूर है पाकिस्तान में. देयर आर नो प्रॉब्लम्स. आई हैव चेक्ड विद माय पाकिस्तानी दिस थिंग, यू नो, पीपल जो आते हैं डिबेट्स में, मैंने उनके साथ चेक करा. पाकिस्तान में वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वहां पे भी कोरोना वायरस है, नो डाउट. वहां पे भी मौतें हो रही हैं, नो डाउट. लेकिन जो इंडिया में जो स्ट्रेन है वो पाकिस्तान में नहीं है. गोरखपुर में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. 3 किलोमीटर आगे जो आपका नेपाल है, नेपाल में प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो रही. ये ज्योग्राफिकल है.
रिपब्लिक ने कुछ ऐसे भाड़े के फौजी रखे हैं जो फौज में तो टिक नहीं पाए, लेकिन स्टूडियो में बैठ के कुछ भी पेल देते हैं. ऐसी चीजें पेलते हैं जिनका तथ्यों से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. गौरव, नेपाल में कुछ नहीं हो रहा. डू यू इवन नो हाउ बैड थिंग्स आर इन नेपाल? They are in deep mess, as deep a mess as we are. आप रिपब्लिक के अलावा कोई और न्यूज़ देखोगे तब आपको पता चलेगा. We'll help you out.
भारत का पड़ोसी देश नेपाल भी कोरोना वायरस की दूसरी लहर के चंगुल में जकड़ता जा रहा है. करीब 3 करोड़ की आबादी वाले इस छोटे से देश में पिछले महीने तक एक दिन में संक्रमण के 100 मामले दर्ज किए जा रहे थे, लेकिन अब वहां एक दिन में 10,000 के करीब मामले आ रहे हैं. भारत की तरह ही नेपाल में भी दूसरी लहर युवाओं को चपेट में ले रही है. नेपाल में संक्रमित लोगों में सबसे ज़्यादा 20 से 40 के बीच की उम्र के लोग हैं.
चलो 1 मिनट के लिए गौरव आर्या की ये वाहियात थ्योरी मान भी ली जाए तो इसका मतलब है कि ये वायरस कोई तोप का गोला है जो एम लगा के गोरखपुर में मारा जा सकता है लेकिन 3 किलोमीटर दूर नेपाल में नहीं मारा जा सकता. या फिर ये वायरस इतना इंटेलिजेंट है क्योंकि इसे लैब में बनाया गया है कि ये खुद सोच लेता है मैं जाके इंडिया को इन्फेक्ट करूंगा, नेपाल को इन्फेक्ट नहीं करूंगा क्योंकि नेपाल मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड है. हाउ रिडिक्युलस डू यू साउंड? द पॉइंट इज दैट नेपाल एंड इंडिया आर सफरिंग बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पैंडेमिक. Now, even if we are to agree to Republic that this is a युद्ध, can you then please ask your commander कि युद्ध के दौरान सारे कारतूस और सारे बंदूकें आपने एक्सपोर्ट क्यों कर दी? Just read the number of vaccines that were exported while we run short. Not just our Bharat, Republic अंग्रेजी वाला and India Today were spewing the same crap.
We have with us right now Dr. Li Mengyan, who is a Chinese virologist.
And also a whistleblower who had to escape China after giving out some harsh truths.
You've been telling the world how this coronavirus outbreak was actually man-made following a laboratory intervention in China.
You've argued it came from a Chinese military lab. Is there evidence to back this claim, doctor? You've said it's intentionally been released. Is this then a bioweapon unleashed as the report argues?
Yes. I have provided enough solid scientific evidence together with intelligence evidence, which China government cannot deny, but they only can recruit their misinformation campaign, including NIH and the WHO and also Lancet, Nature and scientists to dismiss it.
एक साइंटिस्ट है, नोबेल लॉरेट है फ्रांस के, डॉक्टर लुक मॉन्टेनियर. उन्होंने सबसे शुरू में अप्रैल मई में अखबार में उनका फोटो भी आया था और वो बड़े विद्वान हैं अपने क्षेत्र के. एड्स के वायरस की रिसर्च में भी उनका हिस्सा है. तो उन्होंने ये बताया कि इसमें कोई आमेजिश की गई है. आमेजिश जैसे वो गाना है ना, सोफियों में घोला जाए थोड़ा सा फूलों का शराब, उसमें फिर मिलाई जाए थोड़ी सी शराब. ये जो बायो वारफेयर है उसकी समरी पूरी इस गाने में है. और आज जो हो रहा है रामतेरी गंगा मैली हो गई, उसको भी देखना चाहिए हमें.
ये डॉक्टर को पद्मश्री मिला है.
How is it that, let's assume for a second that it was China that introduced this bio-warfare. How is it that China itself is not affected? How is it that the Chinese population was not affected, was spared? Do they have a drug, an antidote?
अब आते हैं इस वैज्ञानिक पर. चीन ने बनाया कोरोना वायरस टू डू आक्रमण इन इंडिया. ये 1 साल पुरानी कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरी है. डॉक्टर यांग published a paper in September 2020. Now, just like it is the birthright of any Pakistan basher to be featured on Republic TV in India, it is the birthright of every China basher to make it to Fox News in the US. Fox News bole to US ka Republic, although a little less loony. Anyway, because Dr. Yan is anti-China, she was duly invited to Fox News.
So what you're saying is much more sinister even than we've suggested on this show, than Tom Cotton, than almost anyone suggested. You're saying that the Chinese government manufactured this virus, if I'm hearing you correctly. That's what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
This was 1 year ago. Now, right after she published her paper and appeared on Fox News claiming that the virus was produced in a lab in Wuhan, scientists from leading American universities like Johns Hopkins and Columbia said this paper was deeply flawed. मतलब इस पेपर में भारी गलतियां हैं. The online scientific repository on which Dr. Yan had published her paper too labeled the paper as misleading. At one point, she tells the Dodo on Republic that she works for the University of Hong Kong.
And among all these 3 times, China is always the country which study it best, because I work in the WHO reference lab in the University of Hong Kong, We are the top coronavirus lab in the world.
Well, Dr. Yan was basically kicked out of the university precisely for claims she made on Fox News, which she's now repeating on Indian TV news channels. Hong Kong University snubbed her theories as having no scientific resemblance and being based on hearsay. मतलब कि डॉक्टर यांग की थ्योरी सभी साइंटिस्ट ने खारिज कर दी. इन शॉर्ट, इस कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरी को सबने डस्टबिन में फेंक दिया और टाइम्स नाउ और रिपब्लिक और आज तक के कमांडो ने इसे डस्टबिन से निकाला और आपको न्यूज़ की तरह परोस दिया. इट्स हाई टाइम यू रियलाइज दैट डॉक्टर यांग का प्राइम टाइम पे आना संयोग नहीं प्रयोग है टू डिस्ट्रैक्ट यू फ्रॉम गेटिंग पिस्ड ऑफ एट द डियर लीडर फॉर फेलिंग द नेशन. Look, the virus did originate from China, and their irresponsible handling of the situation put the entire world at risk. There's a report from a while back of the Chinese discussing bioweapons. This report should no doubt be investigated, but linking it to corona is jumping the gun. Journalism और gossip में फ़र्क होता है. पूरे facts and investigation के बाद information देना news है. Prime time में already discredited characters को बुला के कुछ भी बुलवा देना रियलिटी शो है. दिस इज नॉट न्यूज. एंड प्लीज रिमेंबर, नो वन इज ब्लेमिंग द मोदी गवर्नमेंट फॉर द क्रिएशन ऑफ द वायरस. वी आर ब्लेमिंग देम फॉर द हैंडलिंग ऑफ द वायरस 1 year आफ्टर इट हिट इंडिया. We are holding him accountable for how his government is mismanaging the pandemic. We are blaming them for ignoring scientific advice. We are blaming them for not doing enough to ramp up infrastructure. We are also blaming them for allowing super spreader events after we realized we were bang in the middle of the second wave. कुछ anchors की आंख खुल रही है धीरे धीरे, and they're asking tough questions of the BJP spokespersons, questioning them for the state of affairs and not allowing them to get away.
आप अपना सोर्स तो बताइए ना मुझे. आप बताइए ना कि आपका दावा हवाबाई नहीं है. आप बताइए कि आप जो आरोप लगा रही है वो झूठा आरोप नहीं है, वो राजनीतिक आरोप नहीं है. आप अपना आरोप जो लगा रही हैं उसका बेसिस बताइए. संजू वर्मा, 1 मिनट, वैक्सीन पर बात हो रही है, बात को मत घुमाइए, जवाब दीजिए. जनता जानना चाहती है कि आप लोग राजनीति के फेर में जनता को नहीं फंसा रहे.
1 सेकंड संबित पात्रा प्लीज. ये जो आप उठा नहीं सुनिए सर, ये जो आदत पड़ गई है ना आप लोगों की कि इस वीडियो को दिखाइए, इस वीडियो को नहीं दिखाइए. आप कौन होते हैं बताने वाले? आप कौन होते हैं बताने वाले हैं कि हम क्या चलाएं क्या नहीं चलाएं?
ऑक्सीजन पर बात नहीं कर रही. प्लीज डिबेट को भटकाइए मत, डिबेट को भटकाइए मत. मैंने कार्यक्रम के शुरुआती 6 अनमोल मिनट आपको दिए, बल्कि अब ऐसा लग रहा है आप पर जाया कर दिए, लेकिन आपने जवाब नहीं दिया. दर्शक जानना चाहता है मेरा कि राजनीति कौन कर रहा है इस महामारी में. आप बात को घुमाती है, आप सवाल का जवाब नहीं देती, आप बात को घुमा देती है.
संबित पात्रा प्लीज एक ही जगह जो गोल गोल आप बोलते हैं स्पष्ट बोलिए. यहाँ पर दर्शकों नहीं संबित पात्रा गलत बात है, बिल्कुल गलत बात है, बिल्कुल गलत बात है.
प्लीज सवाल का जवाब दीजिए, टाइम मत वेस्ट कीजिए.
मीनवाइल जब रिपब्लिक भारत मोदी जी के गुणगान गाने से थक गया तो फिर योगी जी की जय करने में लग गया.
तो योगी आदित्यनाथ खुद अपने गृह जिले गोरखपुर भी पहुंचे, जहां से योगी आते हैं, वो आपको दिखाने जा रहे हैं. देखिए, योगी आदित्यनाथ ने खुद वो खुद पूजा की हालात को देखा और योगी आदित्यनाथ की कोशिश ये है कि कर्मयोगी लगातार कदम उठा रहे हैं अपने स्तर पर, लेकिन क्योंकि वो खुद एक महंत भी है और यकीन भी करते हैं, इसलिए उनका मानना है कि न सिर्फ इस वक्त दवा बल्कि प्रार्थना और दुआ का भी वक्त है. तो योगी पूरी तरह से एक्शन में.
Watch what's actually happening in Gorakhpur and tell me if any journalist should be celebrating right now or pointing at things and how you can improve them.
28 तारीख को शाम को उनका ऑक्सीजन का प्रॉब्लम हुआ. कम से कम 50 कॉल गया है 108 पर, लेकिन कोई सुनवाई नहीं. सब बोल रहे थे बिजी है. फिर 2 घंटा 3 घंटा बाद एक्सपायर हो गई.
Rajiv, 43, lost his wife Vandana to COVID. The family is enrolled under the PM Jan Arogya Yojana, but the government-run health insurance scheme was of no help. Malti Gupta was brought here by her family 2 days ago. She is sharing the oxygen concentrator with another patient. Her son Jai Singh says he had to put her on oxygen support all by himself.
बेड की व्यवस्था नहीं हो पा रही है.
और क्या एक ही मशीन से 2 लोगों को ऑक्सीजन दे रहे हैं?
कोई पता नहीं ऑक्सीजन चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा है, आप लगा कर रखे हुए हैं, आप देख सकते हैं.
और कोई डॉक्टर अभी देखने आए हैं?
अभी तक नहीं।
किसने लगाया?
जो नहीं लगाया, पता नहीं चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा है, वो भी दिक्कत है।
4 of our reporters are in Uttar Pradesh right now. They are giving us an accurate picture of death and despair and mishandling by the powers that be. You don't see them praising Yogi from the studios because we don't get ads from Yogi. We believe the highest goal of journalism is to serve the public, that is you. And we can keep on doing this as long as you pay to keep news free. That's all the nuisance we have for you this week. We'll be back next week. Until then, stay mad. That's the only way. Guys, our first episode has hit 1 million, all thanks to you. We are very happy about that, but we want to keep hitting 1 million and cross 1 million also. So please watch the previous episode if you haven't, because it's very close to reaching 1 million. So help us reach that with that episode too. Please share that with everyone. Of course, watch this episode. Please like the episode. It's very important for you to press the like button. Because when you like a video, more people get to see it. That's how YouTube algorithms work. So please, please, please like the video. Share it with as many people as possible. Stay safe. Take care of your loved ones. And we'll see you next week.